Hi, Mama Toth. I'm really excited just to speak for a small portion in this video. Just to share the ways that you've just impacted my life. Wow, so many. I remember when I was in 8th grade and very hot mess. Not that that's changed a ton, but I was a brat. I'm sure of it. And just chasing after stupid things, I'm sure. So, Miss Toth very directly talked to me, I think one day after class, or maybe it was, I had started to get into forensics and debate. And so, she spoke with me one day, and it could have been during one of those practices or something, but after school. And she just said, really, the way that she has a great way of like saying a really hard truth that's super needed to be said, very directly. And it's packed in some sweetness for sure. But, she just said that she wanted me to see myself and be more than just a pretty face. And, that she saw me as something more than that, and that I should see myself as something more than that. And I think that really did just mean a lot to me, and I needed to hear that at that time. And I stuck with debate and forensics all through high school, and I cared about something more than just myself because of Amber Toth. I think I care differently about a lot of people now because of that, because of her, because of you. And really, it paved my way. I went to school for theater in college, and the reason why I studied parts of broadcasting even was because I just, the reason why I moved to Nebraska to study theater and broadcasting was just because you just helped me believe in myself in a time when times when I didn't believe myself. So if anybody who's sat under your teaching or leadership, they are very privileged to do so, whether they knew it or not. And I am very privileged to have spent any time with you as a teacher, mentor, and really just as a friend. I mean, I just remember so many fun memories and just really stupid fun things. And, being disqualified from state, that's cool. That's awesome. Yay. Not angry about it. Not bitter. Still several years later. No, but, anyway, I credit a lot of my skill and then my character, and just my heart, I think, for people in general and just things, and my work ethic, especially, to you. So, thanks for just believing in me when I really needed it. It was a very critical point in my life, and it's the reason I think I made different decisions. I know it is, for college and for just personal life decisions too. So I miss you, man. I miss you. I miss your kiddos, and I miss, I say kiddos because they're supposed to be small in my mind, but I know they're grown up because I follow them on Instagram now. But, I really deeply thank you for all the things that you taught me and shared with me, and I hope to see you soon. And you're totally invited to my wedding because, I just got engaged not long ago. But anyway, thank you for everything. You're an incredible teacher. I know that you just inspired so many students in really critical times in their lives. So thank you for that. And I miss you so much. I wish you well for you and for your family. So thanks. Bye.
Toth, congratulations on the vice principal job. I know that it's something you've been wanting for quite a while, so congratulations. Since you're leaving coaching, I want to let you know how much it meant to me for you to be my coach. you obviously only coached me in 8th and ninth grade, but you have been hands down the best debate coach I've ever had, and I've had several by now. I didn't ever plan on debating in college, but here I am, and it's because of you. You instilled such a deep love for debate in me, while showing me that you can be a million other things than just a debater. You have always been such a strong person. You've always been so passionate. And I think the fact that you're moving on while having this basis of debate and all these students that you've created, yeah, you've created good debaters, but it was so much more than that. You showed us that we could be passionate without being, giant nerds, even though most of us are. You showed us that we could be passionate, that it wasn't necessarily a bad thing. You showed us that we could be opinionated, and that's one of the reasons that at Drury, I'm not scared to share my opinion. I'm not scared to get up and give a public speech about what I believe or what I think is right, and it is because of you. If I didn't have you as a coach, I wouldn't have the confidence that I have now. So, thank you. In the most sincere way, thank you. I know I've thanked you for scaring me to stay in debate before, but in the most sincere way, thank you for helping make me the person I am now. Thanks.
Hi, Miss Toth. First off, I want to say how proud I am of you and how I couldn't think of a better person to be a principal of a school. You're going to whip those kids into shape and show them what they're made of. Through high school, you really pushed me to be the best person that I could be, to really put above and beyond the effort that was needed to be in school, in debate, in forensics, in life. You were able to teach me and be a second mom to me. I feel like I spent more time with you than I did my own mom some days, just because we literally spent every single day together, every weekend together. I learned and loved your kids. I babysat your kids. Travis was always there as well. He was a huge impact on my life as well. I don't know how to explain how much you mean to me and how much you mean to so many people, just because you were always there. You always were the one to say, no, you can do better than that, but you always pushed every single person. Whether they wanted you to push them or not, they always would thank you later on and say, oh my gosh, I didn't realize how much that really helped me out, but I just want to say thank you so much for everything that you've done, and I wish you the best of luck with everything else. Mwah. Love you, Miss Toth.
So, Mrs. Toth, I just want to say thank you for everything that you've done for us. As a debate and forensics program, I honestly could not imagine my high school career without you. I feel like you made me a person to not be afraid to be myself and just go out there and do whatever you think that you can do in this world, because no one's going to stop you. Thank you for allowing us to be goofy and pushing me that extra mile that you know that I could make. I just needed that extra confidence boost. I feel like you were not just a coach, but a mentor and someone that I could look up to and feel like you actually hear me as a person. You just mean so much to me. You inspired me to get my undergraduate in education, which I felt like a lot of teaching things that you did, that's what I wanted to transpire in my own classroom. And then also, thank you for just teaching me that it's okay to stand up for yourself and that we need people that are going to vouch for other people and be the one that it's okay that other people are silent, but you have to vouch for them because no one else will. And that women can do and will do whatever they want. And that's just how life is. So thank you for inspiring me of being the most independent and, just driven person that I can possibly be. I love you.
When trying to think of a way to describe Mrs. Toth, especially in the middle of finals week, the first thing that came to mind was confidence and the ability for her to give knowledge to her students. Whenever I joined the debate and forensics program, her ability to let her students know that they could accomplish anything was always there. And it helped me to realize that not only could I speak more, but I could learn more on so many levels. And this wasn't just in the debate and forensics program, but it was in English, and it is extended to my college program and my college degree, because not only did I start as a lawyer, and then I realized that wasn't really my thing. And I had the confidence to change that. I didn't want to stay there. And so now going into the education department, where Mrs. Toth literally said, there's like no money there. And I said, that's fine. I had the confidence to realize, this is what I want to do. I have a passion for this. And I said, that's totally okay with me. And when she understood that I understood, I realized that I had the knowledge to move forward. And she does that for all of her students. She gives them the ability to understand what's in front of them and to make sure that they know. And that's why I love her. Debate and forensics gives them an understanding to what's around them, whether it's politics, whether it's information, but also Mrs. Toth as a coach is giving them the ability to move forward in their life and for them to understand everything around them. And I love her so much because she extends so far beyond her classroom. She still helps me to this day. I mean, she helped me with an essay like last semester. God bless her. And she helps in every crisis in your life. And I still have her phone number memorized. I love you, Mrs. Toth.
Miss Toth, you are an amazing coach for so many reasons. One, you always encouraged me no matter what. You pushed me, you made me believe in myself, and you gave me a reason to keep trying to get more and more successful, even when I thought I had reached my point. But one of the biggest reasons that you're the best coach that I have ever had is because you treat us all like a family, and when we are going through something, we all go through it together. So I'm sad to see you leave the program, but I know you're on to bigger and better things, and I am so, so happy for you. And thank you for being there for me when I lost my dad and for everything in between. You are one of the greatest women I have ever met. So thank you, Miss Toth.
So, Mrs. Toth, I just wanted you to know that you made my high school career and the 4 years that I was there the best time of my life. Every day you put a smile on my face. You took me from being one of the angriest looking students at Fort Scott High School to being someone who smiled every day and who was genuinely happy to be there. And that's because of you. There's no one else that I can give that award to. It's because of you. You made me happy to be at school. You made me want to be at school. And I wanted you to know that you took my life and made it 110% better just by you caring. By you showing me that someone does genuinely love me, not because they have to, but because they want to. And I wanted to let you know that I am so happy for you, and I'm so jealous of those students who get to have you as a vice principal, yet I am super happy that I had you as a coach and that I got to experience that because you made my debate and forensics season so much better. And I couldn't imagine doing it without you. And I wanted to let you know that you changed my life. You made an impact on me, and that I love you so much, and I'm so proud of you. And you will always be someone that I can say changed my life. You took me and you changed my direction, and you made me a better person. And I wanted you to know that, and I wanted to make sure that you know that, and to know how much I love you and appreciate everything that you've ever done for me. Thank you.
Hey, Mama T! So, when Sarah asked for these videos, I immediately thought that this was a great idea. To tell our stories and how you impacted us as people. And honestly, if it wasn't for you, I don't know if I would have had the strength to show who I was as a person. It was It was your conviction to my education, to my development as a person, that gave me a lot of strength in my senior year of high school and gave me the drive that I needed. I've had a lot of coaches over the years, and I don't think any of them match how much you mean to me. That it was you, above all else, that gave me the strength to say who I was as an individual, to come out as a queer person, to be the best person that I could be. It was you. And I know that as a debate coach, your job is to teach us how to communicate. You taught me how to communicate about myself, about who I was, and I'll always love you for that. More than anything else, you have been one of the greatest inspirations to me. I love you so much, Mama T. So much. God bless you, and I know that you're going to do great things with the career that you have chosen. Love you. Peace out.
Hi, my name is Kennedy, and I'm a sophomore at Kansas State University, and I'm currently studying computer science. I would never have gone to college or even been in a field like computer science, where about 90% of the people are men, because of Mrs. Toth. I think the biggest thing that Mrs. Toth taught me or changed my life is that she taught me how to be a strong woman and how to stand up for my beliefs and just be who I really was, which I didn't really have an example or really now know how to present that to other people. She actually had a long conversation with me on a bus ride home one time, and she not only talked me out of dating this boy who I had to dumb myself down for, but also that I didn't want to stay at home for the rest of my life and just have cats, which was really my plan for a while. She just loved me so deeply, even though she knew me for such a short time. She gave me hard love and told me when I was doing things that were wrong or stupid, but she also had so many moments where she just said, Kennedy, I'm just so proud of you, which at that time in my life I really needed a strong woman who I looked up to say that to me. And she made me fall in love with debate, which totally will forever be the one thing that changed my life, that I love and that I think people benefit from so much. But yeah, overall, I'm just so proud of her, so proud of you, Mrs. Toth, and I know it's really sad, such an end of an era for you to leave the debate community in a way, but you will always be part of the debate community in my mind, and just the things that you've done, and just who you are, and I just love you so much, and I'm so grateful for you and what you've done for my life.
Mama Toth, I send my congratulations and my gratitude all the way from Richmond, Virginia. It's crazy to think I joined your program as a squirrely 15-year-old, a sophomore in high school, and now I'm about to turn 25 and finish my second year of law school. I have you to thank for so many things. The very practical skills, such as talking slow and pretty when I get up in front of people, which I will use every single day in my career. I can still hear your voice ringing in my ears, but also the deeper stuff. You helped develop in me a sense of self and the courage to be authentic. And that allowed me to choose the college of my dreams, and that also allowed me to move across the country to a state I've always wanted to live in, and it's something that will always stay with me. You taught us that it's okay to take unpopular stances when you know it's right, that we need to live our lives with intention, and that life's a journey, and even the bumps along the way make the trip interesting. Thank you for everything you've done for me. Love ya. Bye.
So I had a little bit of a problem trying to figure out what to say in this. I'm sure she'll get several of these where people are going to say she gave me presentation skills, these great communication skills. She helped me mold friendships and achieve my goals and blah, blah, blah. But I was trying to figure out how to go deeper with it, to take it to the next step, kind of think outside the box, which of course Ms. Toth helped me do to begin with. But I think the one one of the reasons why all of her students were so successful through debate and forensics is that she gave the same love and affection to her students as she would also give to her own children. I think that goes a long way too. She gave us the drive, her own drive, her own caring attitude towards us that she also gives her children. And some high school students don't have that. And I think that whenever a mentor or a coach gives us that same aptitude, it goes a long way, and it really makes us want to do our very best, and it makes us want to do well. And without that, otherwise you just have students, doing debate and forensics because it gives them another, fine arts or English credit. But going that extra step, which she always did, she always gave us so much attention. She always gave us, having us over at her house to do better, to practice, staying late, taking time away from her own family. That goes a long way, and I can't imagine the commitment that is, to give someone the same attention to these strangers, and not give it to her own family. That it's a huge commitment. I'm very thankful for everything that she did for me. Growing up, before high school even, I'm very appreciative of her giving me those skills, those life skills that other coaches and other teachers didn't want to instill in us. She made us set a higher degree of standard for ourselves. She made us achieve those goals before she made us want to achieve those goals before we even knew that we wanted to go there. She gave students a passion that maybe didn't before. I have a lot of memories from debate and forensics as well that I will always hold. The Bruce's Please Help sign coming back from Augusta or Wichita or somewhere while Mrs. Toth was pregnant. I'll always remember that. Tying or binding CJ to a chair and making him listen to rap music every time he answered a question wrong during cross-ex. Bringing a PlayStation on a van, going to Garden City so we had something to do. Trevor's story of how calling a hotel in Wichita, the lady told him to turn on Oliver and go 30 seconds and the hotel's on the right, which obviously that doesn't happen, or it's not supposed to work like that. Among other things, she's a great person. She's a great coach. She acted as a mother figure. I know this is supposed to be like 2 minutes, but it's going a little longer. But she's a great person. She's fun to be around. She's a great friend, someone that always will be in your corner, even if you don't have other people there cheering you on. So, always love Mrs. Toth. I always think of her whenever I have a debate in forensics or something that I learned from her with my job. She always pops up in my head, and I'm like, what did I learn? What should I do? What would be the right way? What's the most effective way to get my point across? There are always situations that I'm thinking of what she taught me. So I know I'm just kind of rambling now, but I know that it's worth it, and she deserves the absolute best. And I'm happy that she's furthering her career and doing something that she wants. So I love you, Mrs. Toth, and I'll always be in your corner just as well as you're in mine. Thank you.
Hi, Amber. I remember the first time I took you to a tournament when you were a freshman in high school, and I'm not sure how successful you were, but you sure had a lot of spunk. I also remember when you came back many years later and helped me out and took students to tournaments for me. You were wonderful, and I appreciated everything you did then. I know that your students at Fort Scott are devastated that you will not be their coach anymore, but you have given them life lessons, and you have taught them how to succeed and to follow their dreams. I wish you the very best as an administrator, and I know you will be wonderfully successful. So, enjoy the rest of this year. Kick butt and take names at nationals. And don't forget to wear your lipstick.